Ever heard of amylase? It's a pretty cool protein. This is the organic reaction that forms it. Just to preface, this reaction is biochemical as it's occurring inside our cells. To clarify, a polypeptide is a chain of bonded amino acids of any length, whilst a dipeptide is specifically 2 amino acids long, and a protein is a very long chain of amino acids. Sometimes I will refer to the product as a dipeptide and sometimes as a polypeptide. It is technically both, as a dipeptide is just a short polypeptide, but just to clarify, I will mix and match using them. They mean the same thing in this instance.
Here we have 2 amino acids, lysine, or 2,6-diaminohexanoic acid, and alanine, 2-aminopropanoic acid. They will combine into a protein through the process of condensation polymerization. First, the lysine will break its bond with this little hydroxy group here. Then alanine will lose 1 hydrogen from its amino group. These will come together to become water. This is the condensation part of condensation polymerization. Then, these two will join together at where they lost their bonds. Now we have a dipeptide. This can be found in many proteins, but specifically it's the final dipeptide of amylase, a digestive enzyme.
Considering all the Earth to be in the environment, it'd be difficult to see the impact of this reaction on it. This is not a reaction that's going to cause climate change or anything big like that, except for the fact that it allows for human life, which some may say does cause climate change. Even if this reaction has negative effects on the environment, we cannot change this reaction without completely changing how our own cells work and reproduce. Condensation polymerization is critical for human life to exist. Most know that DNA is the genetic code of the body, but more specifically, it codes for the production of proteins. The code is written in the nucleotide bases adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. The code is read by the ribosomes of the cell in sets of 3 bases, with each triplet coding for a different amino acid. The ribosomes produce the amino acids the code tells them to, and then the amino acids undergo the reaction of condensation polymerization to chain them together until the full protein has been created. Of the gene AMY1A, this is the last bit of code. The highlighted code is the mRNA, the code that is used to produce the protein. Its last 2 triplets of bases are AAA, then GCA. AAA codes for lysine, or 2,6-diaminohexanoic acid, and GCA codes for alanine, 2-aminopropanoic acid. The reaction video showed how they could combine to create the final dipeptide that makes up this protein. Fun note, the start of the protein or polypeptide is the side with the amino group on the end of it, while the end of the polypeptide is the side with the organic acid still unbonded on the end there. If the code were GCA AAA, the reaction would instead be like this. Hey, what's the deal with this protein? Why do I think amylase is important? It's because it's important! Amylase is an enzyme. Amylase is a very important enzyme. It's part of digestion. The enzyme breaks down starches into smaller carbohydrates by adding a water molecule. This is basically like the reverse of condensation polymerization. It adds a water, which breaks the chain.